Hi, it's Peter here, the sports podiatrist from Shoes, Feet, Gear, Brisbane Podiatry. Today we're talking about our most common heel pain we get with young children in that 9 to 13-year-old age bracket, which is Sever's disease or calcaneal apophysitis. So with this Sever's disease, it involves inflammation of the growth plate in the heel bone at the back of the heel here. So we do have to be careful because there are lots of other things that can appear the same way as Sever's disease, so we need to work out whether it actually is Sever's disease. So the heel bone runs along here, the calcaneus, and onto that heel bone we have the Achilles tendon, which comes straight down the back here and joins onto that heel bone through here, and that's the main tendon that pushes you forward with lots of jumping and those sorts of running activities. Kids, when they're aged about 9 to 13 years of age, there's still a growth plate that runs through the back of the heel bone here. This growth plate is where the bone's still growing a little bit, but at that age, the growth plate's starting to get narrower and narrower and close up, and that heel bone's starting to form one big solid bone. So as this gets narrower and narrower and the bones get more and more rigid, this Achilles tendon, if it's pulling too much on this last piece of bone here, the irritation of that growth plate gets worse and worse and worse. So they're always active kids who are doing lots of running and lots of different sports, and they'll experience the pain just on the side of the heel here generally. So if they're getting pain underneath the bottom of the heel or directly on the back, then we need to start considering some other sorts of pains, but the Sever's disease is normally along the edge through here. Probably one of the main giveaways is they'll start playing sport pretty well, so they can usually get through the first 5-10 minutes of sport maybe, and that pain gradually develops towards the end of the half or end of the game. Pain will usually hang around for a number of hours and then gradually resolve. If the pain's lasting more than an hour or the next morning, then we definitely need to act pretty quickly to treat this Sever's disease. So there are lots of things we can do, even though it's just the growth plate being inflamed. There's lots and lots of things we can do to reduce the amount of pulling on that growth plate to allow people to play as much sport as possible. If you think you might have Sever's disease, then pop into Shoes, Feet, Gear, Brisbane Podiatry, and we can help you out.